Hi friends, for this project we'll be using 2 paper bags, glue, water, and 2 balloons. We're going to cut the bags in big strips because we're going to feed them through a shredder for our next step. This should be good enough. Now let's use our shredder, and this part's fun. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to put them in a bowl and we're going to soak them in water. We may have to use more than 1 bottle, but for now I'm going to just pour maybe 3/4 of it. That should be good enough. Let's mix it around so it all gets wet, and probably need a little bit more water. Okay, that should be fine. And now we're gonna let it sit overnight. So now you gotta mix all the paper around just to make sure it's nice and moist. And we're going to use almost a full bottle of, a small bottle of glue. Elmer's glue is fine, or any glue of the like. Let's apply some water. And let's give it a good mix. The consistency has to be enough so that it looks sticky enough, so that all the paper sticks together to the balloon. Let's mix it well. Okay, and now time to have more fun. We're going to cut in small strips, and it depends on how big you want your bowl. If you want to cover most of the balloon, this is what it will look like. And this should be a good size. I decided to turn my balloon upside down and put it to dry using some plastic wrap. This is to create a flat base on the bottom, but I took off the wrap so that it dries up faster. So I let it dry a whole day. It looks so much better. And let's take all this stuff off. I had to use a lot of things to secure it so it wouldn't move so much. And let's see what it looks like now. The plastic helps a lot because it doesn't stick too much. And some of it is still wet, which is okay. The plastic didn't allow it to get enough air, but that's fine. Now it's the funnest time for me. Yay, popping the balloon. That's fun. Okay, so the bottom is still wet and a little weak, which is fine. We'll fix it by now. And let's use our plastic again. We don't want the counters to get too much glue. I'm going to use pieces of paper that I also put in my container with the glue. Now we'll let it dry. The first bowl is ready, but I want to give it another coat because I want to make it nice and strong. Now we're gonna get 2 more bowls ready, and I'm using paper napkins and plastic bags so that nothing sticks to them and it's easier to take them out. We just need this for the shapes. And the second one is almost ready. I'm using paper towel and a plastic bag just in case the bag is a little ripped. And because I'm using some glue, I just want to make sure that nothing comes through and it's easier to take off. I'm going to do the same process on both of them and just have some fun with it. This one I'm trying a different style or different look. You can try it in so many different ways. Okay. That looks much better already. And it's wet, so you can mold it. And there's one. Actually, the second one. Isn't that fun? Perfect. I always enjoy deflating the balloons. And because I forgot to do the work on the base, I have to sitting on another balloon. It's just gotta be something round, so the shape stays the same. And that's just how I needed my base. I think it came out great. Okay, so these are dry. So let's take it off our bowl. It sticks, but not so much. It's not so bad. Great, that's a nice shape. And see how sturdy it is? Now the second one. The plastic actually, it helps a lot to get our desired shape. See how it sticks to, the glue sticks to the plastic? Nice. Okay, so there's just a little bit of paper out of place, but that's okay. We'll just glue it back together. There we go. All fixed. Okay, now we'll just cut off the parts that we don't need, that we don't want. So I found me 2 beautiful paper napkins. They come in all different designs, but I think this one should work just fine with this bowl. So I'm going to apply it on the bottom with Mod Podge. I use this stuff a lot. I really like it. It works great for so many projects. So we'll apply it all around it. Now our napkin. Just put some pressure in it, apply some pressure. And this is going to have to overlap. It's rounder on the bottom, it's smaller on the bottom than it is on the top, so there's no other way. I mean, there is, but this would be the easiest way probably. There we go. And this is completing that first part. So now we're gonna do the inside. I'm just gonna wrap it around the edge and just have fun with it. I like it. I think it's very relaxing. Okay, so it's all done. At least the paper napkin's done. Now we still need a piece for the base. It is an easy project altogether, and it's just very soothing. You know, at least it is for me. Okay, so that should be enough. And we'll cut it to size. There we go. Okay, now we're going to give it a coat of Mod Podge on the inside, and when it dries up, we'll do the outside. That should be good enough. Let's round up all the edges, and now it will be drying. Let's do the same process with this basket, and it looks great. Now let's coat the inside, and we will let them dry. Okay, they're looking good. They're nice and dry from the first coat. Let's do the second coat. This is going to make it harder and more sturdy. Now it's time for the ribbons. We need something around the edges, and I think these ribbons are just going to look great. There we go. So we're going to go all the way around it on the bottom. Just be patient and be careful. The glue is hot, but it's worth it. So that's the outside. Now it's time for the inside. And we'll do the same, repeat the same process. Ta-da! Okay, now to seal the junction, we're just going to use an extra piece of a different pretty ribbon. There we go. For my last basket, I have cutouts of flowers from another paper napkin, and I did the same process with the Mod Podge. Here's the end product. This was the first one I worked on. I like how this one came out too. The colors are just great for fall. And it came out really nice and sturdy. It doesn't break. This is another one of my favorites. It's a slanted bowl. I love it. And here's another one. This is one of the biggest ones. It's a nice square basket. The ribbon is detachable, so it's optional. Here's the last one. I love this one because it has a rustic feeling to it. I had fun creating all of these, and I hope you do too if you try it. Let me know in the comments how you like them.